Never say never. Now this is a very nice saying that we like to use and pass around, but do we really understand it? Let us take a step back. You would most likely be in agreement with us when we say that thought is what comes first. Everything we do, create, destroy, say, initially there is a thought, which then drives the result, the seed of the fruit, so to say. But we'll come back to this in just a bit. There are a lot of really good books out there that teach us the secret of life, or the law of attraction, for example. Those of you that don't know this yet, it's an amazing and effective tool, and we strongly recommend you give it a try. Personally, we found the book or movie, whichever you prefer, The Secret, written by Rhonda Byrne, very good. There are many more out there though that are also really good. Added to that, there are a lot of really good guides and instructions too on how to make a positive and effective affirmation or self-suggestion. Personally, we prefer the term affirmation, as the other one's a bit too suggestive. Affirmations can definitely work if you use them right and you believe in them. However, amongst these and others, we felt there is something else, something that doesn't always get communicated or explained clearly, or at least is not getting the attention or detail that we believe it should. Never say never. Okay, you say, I got it, so what? In order to fully appreciate this saying, you must understand the following. Your subconscious cannot work with or understand negations, for example, no, or never, or not. If, for instance, you were to say something like, I will never smoke again, your subconscious will then receive the order, I will smoke again, as it doesn't understand negations. Now, doesn't that make the statement never say never a lot more interesting? Why not just try it? Let's for a moment not think of a house, not think of a car, and definitely not think of a pink elephant. Are you noticing something here? 1. Our subconscious is completely ignoring the term not. 2. We immediately had the image in our mind of a house, a car, and even a pink elephant. Remembering that first there is the thought or idea. When we now tell someone, our children for example, watch out you don't fall, immediately the image of what it would look like to fall is created in that individual's subconscious. As our subconscious steers our gross and fine motor skills, as to set the image in motion and convert it into reality, in the most cases the subconscious will ensure that the individual will fall and the image will in that sense become reality. Or when we're told don't drive too fast, what do we have the tendency to do? Isn't it also a famous saying that we like to do whatever we're not allowed? Why is that, you think? This is also how effective mental training works. Now, we don't want you to go off and cause anyone to fall, but you can try this, and you will see it works, even on yourself. When we infuse our subconscious via different relaxation methods with not only the result image, but also add the related feelings, such as how it would feel, what it would smell like, how it would taste, what the sounds would be like, then our subconscious would work to do everything possible to make all those possible senses become reality. More as a side note, top sportsmen do nothing else, by the way. Like so many habits in life, we feel that we are most likely not born to use negations, but our surrounding and environment trains us to do so in a way. Thus we must de-learn that. You can do this by taking an hour or so. Make a conscious effort to not use negations, words such as never and not. Ah, right. The right way to tell you that would be, you can do this by taking an hour or so and only use clear statements, direct orders. Speak and say of the positive result you want only. Here are some more examples. Don't come home after 10 o'clock. Could be replaced with, make sure you're home by 10 o'clock. Or, don't forget to buy that bread on the way home, please. We should probably replace that with, please buy that bread on the way home. Or another one, I will never make this mistake again. We should probably say something like, from now on I'll do XYZ, etc., etc. We do want to add a little note here, as you may now ask yourself, well, if I was to say I will never make it, considering what we've just said, that would actually mean you're saying I will make it. In other words, that would be a good thing. But here comes the but, and no one ever said this would be easy. What was the image you created? Did you picture the never, or did you picture you made it? Was it both? Which one will win? Simply put, the image you create is what your subconscious will try to steer you to, and this may very well be several images, if that is the case. Usually, it's the one with the least amount of effort and the most natural. This is exactly why it's so important that affirmations, ideas, goals, thoughts, all the things you set yourself, are formulated right, and that needs training. Important. You cannot delete an image. However, you can replace it. Find the point in time you created that wrong image and now reformulate it and replace it with the right one. So, using this method, we would certainly assume that it will advance us in our life. But it may still not make us happy. That may make you think a bit. In order to go down the road of all the things that could play a role here, such as karma, or how do we really know what exactly is the right thing for us, we could essentially write a book, which many have done. And as always, we strongly encourage you to continue building your own opinion and finding your own truth. One thing that in our opinion plays a clear role in this though, is the so-called placebo effect. Transposing the placebo effect onto this subject, that would logically mean by using this technique we can expect the success, which would normally also be the case. But here is the cracking point. Because the happiest we would really be when we can learn to simply expect nothing. Not expect for the sun to shine, not expect for our partners to love us, not expect for the people we meet to treat us with respect, etc. Let's just try and see things the way they are, without expectations. It is the way it is. So, you now have the license to never say never. We would like to leave you with a saying by Seneca. Expecting is the greatest impediment to living. In anticipation of tomorrow, it loses today. And another famous Irish proverb, you'll never plough a field by turning it over in your mind.